know, but kama kawa tunataka tuanze show yetu, you know, and we kick it off with Fix Vibe, and where we inform you with what's happening in Kenya, Africa, and around the world. And you're welcome, you know, immediately. Kwanza tuanze na nyinyi leo mtuambie your handles. Double O.
Yeah.
Tutakupata wapi, man?
Kama kawa mtanipata at DJ Double O. That is DEEJAYDOUBLEO kwa all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Hapo sawa. Richie.
Kama kawa at Pretty Boy Richie or hashtag Man's Hot. It's a joke, eh? Richie Okech on Twitter and Richard Okech Instagram and Facebook.
Hapo sawa, man. Ashley.
Well, Twitter Ash Mutiso, Instagram Ash Mutanu, Facebook Ashley Mutiso.
Hapo sawa. For me, Twitter and IG at Jackton Graham and Facebook Jackton Otieno. But you can use at the Fix TV show on all platforms. Hope TV Kenya on Facebook and Twitter. Hope TV_KE on IG. You know, nakumbuka kutumia hashtag the Fix. SMS 22232. Nakaa kuna wasi wako diaspora immediately, you know. Unaweza stream online. www.hopemediakenya.org is a platform. Sidio? Manze wiki imekuwa crazy bana. You know, it's Saturday, man, and I feel like
it's been a weekend the whole week.
It's the third Saturday, man.
Of the week, yeah.
That's right, man.
Let's just be clear.
Christmas comes early. You know, 25th, 26th.
Boxing Day.
Christmas.
I kind of liked it because I work from Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
So those 2 days in the middle of the week, it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Of course, it comes with other baggages.
Yeah.
But me nimeenjoy hiyo wiki bana.
Okay. Wewe Ashley umekuwa vipi?
Yangu imekuwa tu. Unajua, just there.
All right.
Nothing spectacular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double O umeenjoy hiyo holiday ama imekuwa?
So unajua mimi kwangu
Kwa Richie imekuwa
every day ni ka holiday, sio weekend. Monday to Thursday, weekend ndio kazi.
Yeah.
So yangu ilikuwa extended holiday, but tanse ilikuwa tu home.
Okay.
Apart from the voting day, ilikuwa tu home.
All right.
Yes.
Man, and talking about voting day bana, you know, your election imekuwa very interesting one. You know, it's very sensitive season in our time. You know, the country is extremely polarized and divided. So ni topic moja daya sana, you know, to engage in. But I don't know, what are your thoughts about these elections zimefanyika on 26th actually?
26th.
Yeah. What are your just general views?
First of all,
yeah.
Nilivote. Me, I'm proud to say nilivote because I think it's a personal thing for you to vote. Although my only worry is kitu imeleta in between. There's so much wrangle, so much what should I call it? So much tension after the elections, which is not really good for the country. But I think all in all, let me just say it was a personal decision for people to vote.
Okay. Okay, and talking about personal decision, I'm not going to ask Richie and Ashley if they voted.
Why not?
I don't want to ask them, but they will tell me, you know, that they say why not. They're going to tell us if they voted, and if they did, why. If they didn't, why didn't they vote?
Is it because of where we come from?
Oh.
So sensitive.
No.
You should include all of
But anyway, what are your thoughts, man? Because some part of the country, some people did vote.
Yeah.
And others also chose to boycott.
Yeah.
You know, the election. What are your general views about?
It is their constitutional right to vote or not to vote. Okay. The only problem is the manner through which people are responding and reacting to their voting or their not voting.
Okay.
There are people who have made it very clear that they are proud to vote, and they're all up in the faces of all the other people who didn't vote and trying to belittle them.
Yeah.
And then there are those who didn't vote, and they are really, really throwing around careless words about why they didn't vote, attacking those who did vote and the choices that they made. It's tough, it's sad, but it's the reality that's on the ground. We need to be very careful about how we respond to one another in this time, and also ensure that going back to the basics of our salvation, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If your neighbor voted, well and good. If you didn't vote, well and good. So let's not try and make a big fuss out of it. The situation is already quite polarized, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to create any more tension or any more division amongst ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ashley, your thoughts?
Well, I echo his sentiments. Because I think where we've reached as a country, it's a disgrace. Because I don't understand why you would castigate somebody because of the choices that they made that are quite personal. So if I voted, I don't understand why you would come out and label me words or names that are not necessary. Or if I didn't vote, I don't understand why you, on the other hand, who voted, would choose to also label me in a certain manner that is not appropriate.
Yeah.
And if that is where we've come to as a country, then we've stooped so low. And it's very unfortunate that even the people who are friends are losing friendships, years of friendships, over such a matter, over it's not even, it's like the haves and the have-nots, but in terms of the who did vote and the who did not vote.
Yeah.
And it's a very peculiar matter as a country.
Yeah.
But it's such a disgrace. That is in my opinion.
All right. Okay. Do you guys think that this period has revealed who we are exactly, who we really are?
I think
You know?
this period has confirmed.
Yeah.
A lot
The
of things.
revelation came a very long time ago.
Yeah.
From as early as 2007.
Yeah.
It's just been applying Band-Aid on a deep wound.
Yeah.
And then with time, things are still reflecting.
Okay.
And people are actually showing who they really are and how they think. But I think we still have the hope of redemption
Yeah.
as a country. That is one thing
It's not
I
over.
believe in. It's
Yeah.
not over.
Yeah.
It's just it's a crisis to a certain degree, but we can always be redeemed. We're never too far away from redemption
Okay.
as a nation.
All right.
Not
So-
a particular tribe or group or political party,
Yeah.
but as a nation.
Amen.
Yeah.
So I watched the international news, man, and CNN, Reuters, and I think Al Jazeera, yesterday said this was an illegitimate election. It was very interesting for them to say that. And there's just a lot that's going on. Just last night, in Kawangware,
Yeah.
we had, pockets of violence. We had the Mungiki and some groups, allegedly, fighting and engaging in battles. And we had the area MP, Dagoretti North MP, John Kiarie, and a couple of guys just come in and try to assist, which I thought was really maturity, and good show of leadership. But, it's sad when violence starts to, creep in bit by bit, because other parts, in Nyanza, it's just been battles, in Migori, all over. Yeah.
What happened in Kawangware yesterday was pretty sad because at the end of the day, you people are fighting over two people who do not know you, who will not put food on your table. You're burning your neighbors' businesses that help you on a day-to-day basis. You're burning people's homes. You can imagine somebody calling you and telling you, don't come back home, your home is burned. Where are you supposed to go?
Yeah.
And you had nothing to do with it. You had nothing to do with it because you belong to a certain tribe. And it's crazy, it's crazy. I keep on asking myself, we are polarized to the point where it's become like it's certain tribes against certain tribes.
Yeah.
And we have 44 tribes in Kenya. But the war has become against certain tribes. And I'm just asking myself, isn't it about time that the leaders from these particular tribes came up and stood for what is right? Because it's about time we should, you see, like unfortunately, when we had a scuffle between some politicians recently, and we had Sakaja come up and dismiss the fight and say, you can't, this is on national television. It was good example of leadership.
Yeah.
Why aren't we having people who are key leaders, people who have so much influence, come up and say, hey guys, this is not right. We are bigger than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we sit down and somebody else from a certain tribe, probably a minority tribe, has never and will probably never be able to get, I'm looking for the right word,
Yeah.
to be able to understand what goes on between these two people, because they are always on the background. And not that I say that these people should be involved in such kind of things that are happening in the country, but I'm just saying that we are supposed to, certain tribes are supposed to be we're supposed to, we kind of hold this nation. And it's about time that those certain tribes became a good example to the rest.
Yeah.
Because national unity, 44 tribes against a few tribes fighting each other, national unity, we are not going in the right direction.
Richie, what do you think is the way forward, especially for young guys, man? Because we are the guys online, you know, spreading all manner of rumors and fake news and hatred of each other's tribes. You know, we're the people who, you know, we're like a huge percentage, you know, of all this is coming from here. What's your message for young guys in terms of way forward?
Like I said earlier, back to the basics. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then, whatever you have the right to your opinion, you have all the freedom you want nowadays. We are a very, very free country. You can speak and whatnot. We won't speak like Idi Amin, you know. I guarantee you freedom of speech, but I do not guarantee you freedom after speech. Here you're guaranteed both, unless you call people certain names. But in all honesty, if it is not beneficial, don't post it. If it is not going, as in the country is already at a very, very sensitive stage. If it is not beneficial, please don't share it. If it is not true, do not share it. If it is something that you know is going to cause someone pain or anger or bring about strife, do not post it. Let's just try. As much as you want to be politically correct and you want your opinion to be heard, if it is not going to benefit you, please just restrain yourself, you know, refrain from that.
Yeah, good stuff, man. You got the message, you know. So if you're online or with in your neighborhood, you know, don't say, don't post, don't do something, you know, that's not beneficial to the country. If your words, if your posts, if your comments are going to be divisive, you know, and spread some, just don't do it, man. It's as simple as that. Let's switch some lanes, you know, before we go to a break. Burundi just pulled out from ICC. Kenya is the one actually put this thing in African Union. This idea that we should pull out from ICC.
En masse.
You know?
We called for, you know, an mass exit because we felt the ICC is infringing with our sovereignty. Yet we all know that it's an accountability that African leaders don't want. And so, you know, Burundi gave their notice a year ago, and now they've made good their threat. And they've exited from the ICC, irrespective of how lives have been lost in that country, irrespective of
how unstable the country is.
And you know, Nkurunziza's term and the fact that how he regained power and stayed in power led to a lot of lives being lost. They still went ahead and pulled out of the ICC, and their foreign minister to the UK actually defended this and said the ICC is an organization that is used to intimidate African countries and infringe on the sovereignty of Africans.
Okay, we're going to take a break. So if you don't know, Burundi pulled out from ICC. But also next door, just Uganda, we're going to come back with Sebo, Bobby Wine. You know, the guy just didn't take a bribe for how much?
29 million Uganda
shillings. 29 million Ugandan shillings. We're going to talk about that when we come back.